Hey everybody, it's Pastor Ben, and I just wanted to jump on here and shoot out a quick message to kind of unpack a key piece of the congregational meeting that just happened last weekend, especially to do with our Vision 2026 process. But before we do that, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who was engaged in this process, from our board of servant leaders and especially our board president, Jim Barge, to our staff, our ministry leaders, and especially to you, those of you who voted and came to the congregational meeting, asked great questions, and really engaged with the process. We had a little bit over a third of our congregation engaged with this vote, and that's really encouraging. It's encouraging for me and for our staff team that we are moving in the right direction, and we're serving you and we're serving your needs. In a way that helps you stay connected. So the key piece from our congregational meeting has to do with the Vision 2026 process. So last year, at the beginning of the year, our board of servant leaders and staff team, ministry leaders went through a process of discernment, trying to discern God's will around our targets, our three targets, the growing edge, as we say, of Royal Redeemer. Things that don't necessarily have to do with existing programs, but have to do with where we see God moving in our community and how Royal Redeemer can help to meet those needs. So going through that process, we identified a number of different areas that we felt God was leading our congregation to serve our community. And they all kind of moved around this idea of family life, helping our community members go through significant life stages and equipping and empowering our congregation and our families to be the primary place of faith formation in the life of their children. To accomplish those goals, we identified a director of family life as a new staff person that we would like to explore and try and hire. And so based on the Vision 2026 process and the board's discernment, we went forward with that process. We began looking for a director of family life ministry. Unfortunately, as the year went on and we looked at especially the giving during the third quarter of 2023, and we looked at the pledges from 2023, we found that the giving and the pledging was not commensurate with hiring a full-time worker. We had about half of a full-time church worker's salary available to us. And so we felt like it was really important for us to be good stewards of where the congregation was leading us, and the financial resources the congregation provides. And we pressed pause on that process of finding a director of family life. In this year's budget, the 2024 budget, we put in half of that salary. We put in about 6 months worth of a full-time church worker, hoping that during the first quarter of this year and the second quarter of this year, that we could help to convey a bigger vision for what God has in store for Royal Redeemer and the financial responsibility that it would take for our congregation to accomplish that vision. In the first quarter specifically, what we are hoping to find is an increase above what was projected by about $5,000 per month. If we're able to meet that higher projection, then we feel confident that we can support a full year of having a family life director. If we are not able to meet that goal of an increase in our giving during the first quarter, we will go back to the board and we will try to go through another discerning process of where the congregational needs are and how we can best steward your resources. I gotta say, for me personally, I know that our staff and our ministry leaders are working at full capacity right now, and we love the work that we do in serving this congregation in the way that we are. But in order for us to advance into new ministries and start new things like support groups, parenting ministries, divorce care, grief share. These programs that we feel will really, really impact our community and serve our families. In order to do that, we, as we are currently staffed, are not going to be able to accomplish that goal, that bigger vision. And so, what I have put on the hearts of our congregational members is to consider how a director of family life might impact your family and impact our community and help us to carry out our mission of living out the love of the King and the vision that God has given us to move forward in faith to where He is leading us in 2026. And as you do, right, to consider how that will translate into a financial gift during the first quarter of this year. If you have any questions about the congregational meeting or this key piece of it, more than happy to speak with you, answer questions, maybe go grab a smoothie, and find out how we can best serve you and serve your family, serve the needs of our community this year. So blessings, and we'll talk again soon.